All right, so I've just finished looking at the school website and important dates for Duke. Now I'm going to do the same for UNC Chapel Hill. Going to start by checking out the admissions website. So let me search UNC Chapel Hill. Right. And on the left-hand side, they have a section apply, which will take me to the admissions homepage for UNC. And I'm going to filter to undergraduate admissions. And I want to save this link right here. I'm going to skip username and password until I have to set up a My Carolina account or similar portal information. First, I want to check out the early decision, early action, and regular decision deadlines for UNC. I'm going to go over to apply. Let's see, start your application. I'm going to come down to apply now. First year application. And let me see if I can look at an overall general timeline, see if they have one of those. Okay. So here they have a section, helpful deadlines. They have early action and regular decision. I don't see early decision or rolling admission. So I'm going to say early action is October 15th. That's when the application and the fee or waiver are due. So October 15th. They don't have early decision. Early action takes place on October 15th. Okay. That's also when the fee is due if you're early action, and if you are, let's see, regular decision, it's due on January 15th. So I'm going to skip down application fee due with application, or if you have a waiver, that's when your waiver is due. And regular decision is January 15th of next year, and they do not have rolling admissions. All right. Next up, I want to see if they have any special dates regarding alumni interviews. I'm going to go back to the first year application. I don't see anything about alumni interviews. Let's see. Keep in mind, that's applying for aid, additional information. Okay, so I don't see any special dates or deadlines about alumni interviews. They may also have an alumni interview process, but there isn't a special priority deadline listed. Okay. All right, and UNC Chapel Hill is a public institution, so they may have a bit more rigorous process around residency determination. So I'm going to go back to their helpful deadlines and see if they mention anything about residency. I'm going to scroll down. And I see helpful deadlines, residency, and it's the same as your application deadline. So any residency determination forms or third-party services need to be completed by the time you submit your application. So I'm going to say at the time you apply, that's when it's due. All right, so next I want to take a look at the due dates for my supporting materials and my test scores. And I see you have a little bit of extra time to get in that supporting material. So for early action, supporting materials are due December 1st. Regular decision supporting materials are due February 15th. So I'm going to make that note. I'll say early action due December 1st. And regular decision due on February 15th. All right. And then they made a note. Let me see when the financial aid applications like the FAFSA and CSS profile are due. March 1st for both early action and regular decision. This is a couple months after you would submit either application, March 1st. And then let's see if they tell when your enrollment deposit is due. So enrollment decision, if admitted, so this is the decision. I don't know if that's the same date as the deposit. We'll take a closer look at that later. So I'm going to go ahead and put May 1st. All right, so that was it for 2 universities. You can do the same for 4, 5, however many colleges you're interested in. Now I have a high-level overview of what my timeline is going to look like senior year. If you're not a senior, still save these dates because they're usually pretty consistent from year to year. If you are a senior, make sure that you share these dates with your parents because for some students, these dates mean you not only have to submit some work, but your parent or guardian may have to cover an application fee or make sure they've provided information for a waiver for you. All right, so I will see you in the next video where we will work on the application requirements for both schools. We'll look a little more in depth at what those applications look like. Is it a personal essay due? Do we have to give letters of recommendation? Are the test scores that we send optional and what that looks like? If you have any difficulty finding this or similar information for your schools, please feel free to send me an email or stop by our next office hours. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.